Barnstormers fans, thanks for joining us. This is the BIA of Lancaster pregame show. I'm Alex, this is Doug, and we're going to fill you in all that's going on both on the field and off with your Lancaster Barnstormers. Doug, we got a lot to talk about.
That's right. Played 2 games last night against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Game 1, Barnstormers got out to a 3-0 lead. Played really good baseball.
They were playing well. Things looked okay.
Things looked okay, and just Southern Maryland made a run in the second half of the game. They ended up pulling out Game 1 with a final score of 5-3, but we weren't done. Barnstormers had Game 2, which we'll talk about in a minute. But
so Game 1, going back to Game 1, that game we did lose 5-3 in 8 innings, which keep in mind these doubleheaders are only 7 innings. So that was an extra inning game. So our night that was going to be late ended up being even later. We want to thank everyone who stuck around last night for the Powerball drawing. We did give out 1,000 Powerball tickets last night to the first 1,000 fans through the gates. I don't know if somebody did win. I don't think it was anybody that was at the game. But that's okay. Thanks for coming out anyway. We hope to see you tonight. But talking about last night a little more, we didn't get underway with Game 2 until 9:30.
About 9:25, yeah.
So it was getting late in the night. We had to have a little fun. So I want Doug to kind of analyze something for me here. I'll show it to you guys on the screen here. In the 5th inning, I believe, last night's second game, we did a little pie trivia. So we went rapid fire, true or false questions for some of the front office staff. Doug, our general manager, Mike Reynolds, some other staff members. And actually, you guys fared pretty well.
Yeah, I was surprised. We've done pie trivia in the past, Alex, and every single person got pied. I'd like to think, because we're Barnstormers full-time staff, that helped play into our advantage just a little bit with the trivia questions.
I guess they were hard.
They were hard. They were no gimmies. So
we had 6 questions. Last time we did this, we pied all 6 people.
Yep.
We didn't have as much luck this time, or better luck, depending on what side of the pie you're on. We had 2 people get questions wrong, and then we'll talk about Doug in the end. He did get pied, but we'll explain that. So Doug, take a look at this and just kind of walk me through play-by-play. So we're going to skip ahead. This is Alex Bunn, client service rep. And what do you say about that?
Alex took it. She was the first one, you know. It was kind of embarrassing for her. I was expecting a better effort. But nevertheless, first pie was a good one. Rachel got it pretty good.
Moving on here, what's that?
Mike got smashed.
That's Mike Reynolds, our general manager, getting killed with a pie. And I remember his question, Doug. His question was, according to the Barnstormers Wikipedia, and you can fact check me if you want, Silo has 4 stripes on his socks. So there's a picture of Silo on our Wikipedia page.
That was the trick, though. It was 3 stripes,
There's
right?
3 is the correct answer.
And he got 4. So, I mean, that's what we're working with. That's what we're up against with these questions. So Mike gave his best effort, but he got nailed with that pie. So
last one, Doug. Take us through this. This is all you.
Yeah, you know, you got me with the stitches on a baseball question.
So the question was, Doug, there are 106 double stitches in a baseball. Doug says...
I said false.
False. And it was false. And then you might be able to see this in the clip. Doug looked at me and said, yeah, you can pie me anyway. So we did, and there it is. We pied Doug anyway. The correct answer, Doug, is 108 stitches. However, I probably could have rung you up either way, and I'll tell you why. There's 106 visible stitches. There's 2 that are hidden inside the baseball. So I could have went either way.
You could have. 106 just didn't sound right to me. I couldn't have told you what it was. I just knew for some reason in my head that 106 just didn't sound right.
Well, you got it. You took the pie anyway, so we appreciate, from an entertainment perspective, Doug taking the pie. So we were able to pie half the staff members last night. So that was a good time. Moving on now to Game 2 last night, Doug. We're just going to go to the highlights here. We're going to pick this up in the bottom of the 7th with the game tied 4-4. Bases loaded, Cole Gardner at the plate. Take a look.
Here's the pitch, Cole with a swing, and a drive out the left field. Back goes Hose, it is over his head, and the Barnstormers win on a walk-off single by Cole Gardner. Can you believe this? The ball club showing no sign of life whatsoever, and they come out against Zach Thornton and score 4 runs in the bottom half of the 7th. The game is split. They're within 1 of the York Revolution, and they finally hunt Gardner down with the Gatorade buckets. He is getting a drenching from several sources.
So there you have it. Your Barnstormers do win Game 2, 5-4 on that Cole Gardner walk-off single, bottom of the 7th. And it was pretty close to midnight at this point. So long night. great win for the team.
Sure. I mean, Alex, I think just about any manager, any baseball person will tell you, you're playing a doubleheader, you at least want to get the split. And
Yes.
I think it was encouraging for our team last night.
Especially after losing the first game.
Exactly, to battle back and get game 2 and give us a good chance going into game 4 here to make some noise and salvage the series.
Yep, so moving on to tonight now. Southern Maryland still in town for the final game of this set of 4. Off the field, what do we got?
Sure, if you're coming out to the ballpark tonight and you're over 55 years old, you can actually get $4 off a field box ticket, courtesy of A&E Audiology. They're doing that all year long, every Thursday, $4 off if you're older than 55.
Yep, so come check that out tonight. And Barnstormers do head to York this weekend for a huge series. With that in mind, we'll take a look at the current Atlantic League standings in the Freedom Division. York Revolution 27-19. The Lancaster Barnstormers after last night's split of the doubleheader 26-20. So just one full game behind. However, I could tell you, and you could tell them, Doug, things looked worse. It could have been a lot worse than what it is right now.
Sure, if we didn't pull off that split, Alex, we could be going into this weekend series potentially 2 or 3 games out against York. Now we're setting ourselves up, you said it best earlier, for a chance to be 1 game back or tied, maybe even knocking on the doorstep of taking first place over again this weekend in York. A huge win last night. The Barnstormers needed it, and now we're going into York with a chance to make some noise.
Yep, Barnstormers head to York. They will play Friday night in York. But before we get ahead of ourselves, Doug, we got a big game tonight.